everybody, how are ya? Welcome to some chalking tonight. Let's escape that crazy outside world and all the news that's going on and have a little bit of fun. So tonight I want to get a nice party going and let's share our video tonight, and your name will be entered in a draw for last night's project, Cottontail Farms. I'm going to set that off to the side, and I will try and keep up with you guys on your shares, and we'll get your name in the draw. So tonight's project is going to be a really cute, unique one. We're going to do Life is Better at the Beach. We're going to do it on this nice, I guess it's a birch board, and we'll put a frame around it. We'll get our frame painted up, and then we're going to do a nice salt wash finish on it before we have our project completed. So let me get started. What is your problem?
It's not here.
It is there. Go to Simply Creative Chalking. Alrighty. So first off, let's get our frame painted, and we can then set that off to the side to start drying. When you share, comment shared, so I know to get your name in the draw tonight. So I think for our frame, we're going to do a nice simple white paint. We'll get our can open here, and turn the volume down. So all I'm using for this is a simple chalk paint tonight. This is a furniture chalk paint. We'll get our frame painted up. How about we use this brush? Get a nice new one tonight. It's always nice to work with a brand new brush. And we'll quickly get a nice coat of paint on this. So how is everybody doing tonight? Is everybody surviving our crazy world out there tonight or today? Let me know where you're watching from and how things are going with you. So this frame I have just made out of simple pine trim pieces, and we're going to attach our finished piece to the back of it. This is a very simple box frame. So I'm just going to get some paint onto the frame here, and then we'll let that get drying. We'll get all sides of it, so then it looks nice and finished. How you doing? You got all your shares done? No, can you put it on the stand? Got a little helper off to the side here. Just set that away and just fold up the cover. We're just trying to get my iPad off to the side here. It's a little more difficult for me to see comments from my phone, which is so far away. So I have to cheat and get my iPad off to the side here. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing a salt wash finish project tonight. We're going to do Life is Better at the Beach. Right now I am just getting paint all over myself. I'm just getting a nice light coat of paint on our frame, and we'll let that dry while we work on the rest of our project. So this is a really cool finish tonight, and I had a friend actually introduce me to it, and I fell in love with it when I saw her use it. So I wanted to get on here and share that with you folks. So let's get a watch party going. Share this video, comment when you've shared, and I'll get your name in the draw. If you're just joining us, we have a nice draw going tonight. Oh, it got put down at the far end of the table. Maybe Jason can come back and hand it a bit closer so I can show you what we're doing tonight, what we're giving away. We're giving away last night's project, Cottontail Farms, and we did that with a nice distressed finish on a canvas, and I framed it up today and gave it a nice finished look to it. My helper set it down at the far end of the room on me here. Normally I work on a piece of cardboard. I should have grabbed that. I thought I'd cut corners tonight. And that's when you struggle, isn't it? Well, thanks, Michaela. Thanks for sharing. Michaela saw the project, so I think she might want it. All right. So I just want this to be a real weathered look to it. So I don't want a heavy paint finish to it. I'm going to distress it after with some sandpaper. And this will just give it a nice washed look to it. All right. So if you don't mind, I'm going to step off camera for a second and just set this aside to start drying. Got a little goop of paint there. There we go. We'll let that dry right over here. And we will be good to go. And while I'm off camera, I will grab our project. So this is last night's project. This is Cottontail Farms. This is what is up for grabs tonight. So share. Comment when you've shared. Let's get a watch party going. Let's shut out that crazy world out there and hang out for a little while and have some fun. Because I don't know about you, but crafting is a de-stressor for me. You can relax, sit back, and you kind of forget about everything else that's going on. So let me just get this paint off me. So again, this is our project from last night. That's a giveaway tonight. Comment shared when you shared the this video, and get your name in a draw. And Michaela's already let me know that she has shared it, so her name is going in the draw. Hey Pam, how you doing? How are things going? All right. So for this next one, I'm actually going to cheat and grab a piece of cardboard. Save a little bit of mess. Got lots of cardboard around here, why not use it? So if you're just joining, tonight's project is going to be a salt wash. We have a piece of just a 1/4 inch birch board here that I've cut to the size that I want. We're going to use our transfer, Life is Better at the Beach, and I just painted up a quick little whitewashed frame that's going to go over top of it, and we'll get started on it. So the best part about this project is the wash technique to it, or the salt wash. It gives a very weathered, closer, a very weathered finish to it. So I'm just gonna put a simple little layer of paint. This will be the back of the board. I just want it to look nice and finished. Finish the backs of your board. You just relaxing? You saw me live? Well, I am so glad you stopped by, Pam. So glad. We'll have some fun. This is what I'm doing with my retirement. And self-isolating as well. Why not? If you don't have to go out, don't go out, everybody. Stay at home and make some memories with the kids and your family. Get a little another layer on that, and then it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it nice and a little finished. This whole project's going to look very weathered. Salt, water, salt, air weathered. Hey, Tammy. Hopping on? Actually, maybe I'll give that a quick little blow dry, just so it doesn't stick to my board. What I'm using to paint the board with is a Chalk Couture paint. So again, it dries very quickly, and it allows us to move on with our project quite quickly. All right, so here's where it gets a little bit fun. This is where we're going to use our salt wash. And the salt wash I picked up at a local hardware store, but you can actually order it online with a major online distributor. And this is it here. This is the salt wash. Funny story about this is I was going to order it. I saw somebody, like I said, another designer working with it, and I loved what she did. And so I thought I'd order it. And when I watched her work with it, she had a great big tin. It looked like a pint tin. And so I saw it online and I thought, well, it's not a bad price. $16.99 Canadian. So I'll order that up. But then I thought, well, instead of waiting for it to come, and it was also very, very expensive to ship it, I'm trying to open this gently because it's a powder inside and it will get everywhere. So instead of paying almost the same amount of money in shipping, I decided I would try and look for it locally and see if I could pick it up at a local store. I was so happy when I found it. So I called ahead. They were setting it aside for me, and I went into the store. They said they were going to put it on the paint counter if somebody wasn't available. I thought that's great, and I got there and got to the paint counter, and I'm looking around everywhere, and I don't see it anywhere. So I thought, well, there's nobody around to ask, so I'll go and find it, because I'm looking for a can this size. And it was on the paint desk. It was sitting behind something. It's a can this size. So I thought, well, that's ridiculous to pay that kind of money for a small can. So I looked it up online and thought, well, I'll order it, and I might have to pay a little bit more for shipping, but it's worth it. So I went back and looked online, and the picture of it looks like a great big can, but it really is this little itty bitty. It's the same can as this, and I'm thinking, oh my God. So Canadian, with this, the price of this plus the shipping, it was going to be about $40. And I thought, that is absolutely ludicrous. But anyway, I'm glad to say you don't have to use a lot, so a little goes a long way. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a little bit of paint from my can here. I took about 3 teaspoons here. And I'm going to take about the same amount. I'm actually, well, maybe, you want about the consistency of icing. So I'm actually just going to take that amount, stir it up, and see what I end up with. And I'll add some more paint to it if I need to. Getting some salt wash in my lungs here. So that's not too bad. So on this size project, I think I might need a little bit more. So you can see how that's really thick and icing-like. What am I making tonight, Tammy? I am making a cool, it's just a sign. It's a salt wash product that I'm mixing with some chalk paint, and it really gives a great effect. I love it. It gives the effect of a sign that's probably been sitting down along the ocean side, weathering for a few years, and the paint kind of gets a real bubbly look to it. So I might have to add a little more, I think a little more salt wash to this. My sign's a little bit bigger. I did make one a couple of weeks ago, and I was really pleased with the way it turned out. So again, if you're just joining us, we have a giveaway tonight. We want to get a watch party going. We want to pull everybody in and, you know, pull everybody away from the everyday world and all the news. And this is our giveaway tonight. It's our project from last night. I did add a weathered, just a pine frame to it, just a simple weathered frame to it. But something cute for Easter to put out. And I will draw for that later, and the winner, I will ship it out to them. All right, so I am actually going to, I think, use. Let's see which kind of brush I want to use. Maybe I will use this. You know what? I will use the same brush. I will just give it a really good wash later. So to put it on, you just want to dab it as opposed to paint it. You want good coverage, but you want to give the effect of peaks. And this process does take a little bit of time. I'm going to use a hairdryer tonight to speed it along. It does take a little bit of time just because there's a few steps to it, but I love the finished product, and it's actually kind of fun to do. Probably won't get too far to the edge there because I got to put my frame on the top. So we'll just get it covered all over, and then we'll go back and figure out where we need to add a little bit more or less, or we'll move it around. So if you can see the thickness of it, how I'm starting to get, can you see in that light there? I'm starting to get the ridges to it. I don't know what happened over here. There we go, I can see the comments. Yeah, the Salt Wash Tammy is from Home Hardware. Not every Home Hardware, because they're all independent owners, carry it. We have 3 in my area right here, my immediate city, and only 1 hardware actually carried it. You can order it online from a major supplier, online supplier. We're not supposed to give company names, but I think you can figure out who it is. And you can order it through them. The thing with that is the shipping is a little pricey on it. But they have had the larger size. There is a larger size that actually is about a pint size. And they have had that come in. When I initially was ordering or was looking to order it, they only had this small size in. And there is the can there, just a tiny little can. And that's actually the name of it, Salt Wash. Little, looks like a 1950s style lady on the front of it, if anybody's looking for it. Oh, your son works for, oh, well, you probably will be able to get your hands on that then. I'd probably look at trying to get the bigger can, because it's not that much more expensive. I think it's about, I think $25 or $26 for the larger can. Excuse me. I don't have COVID. Just a tickle. This one's $16.99 Canadian, So it is a little bit pricey, but I saved myself the shipping on it, which was kind of nice. Okay, so I'm going to get some peaks going here. I need a little bit more down in this area. I might have just made the exact amount that I needed. So what it says to do is just let it dry, but we're going to speed that along a little bit. I think that's probably pretty good. Pretty peaky. There we go. All right. So I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of water from my water bath over here and soak my brush, so it doesn't get all hard with that salt on it there. Now I'm going to speed this along a little bit. Hey Crystal, how you doing? I am doing a salt washed finished sign. So I've painted the first layer of it with the salt wash additive, paint additive in it. The salt wash is strictly this, little we can. It's just a powder, and you just mix equal parts to your paint. And there's a few steps to it, so I'm going to dry it up right now. And you want to get it to a dryness that I can actually come back over it with a paintbrush and just flatten the peaks a little bit. I would say using chalk paint is probably a benefit, Tammy, because you want it to dry a little bit quicker. I don't think it says, no, I don't know if I can read it that small. You can probably add it to any paint. I actually think when I saw it done, it was added to just a craft acrylic paint. Okay, so let me see if I can take my other brush here and just flatten my peaks a little bit. Some areas a little drier than others. Not too bad. I am going to sand it as well, so that will take any of that funny stuff off. Gonna dry it up the rest of the way. Doesn't take too long. So what's everyone doing with their time indoors? Is everyone keeping busy? I find I'm crafting a lot. Kind of a nice distraction. Okay, coming along. We are coming along. I'd say it's about 50% dry. It doesn't take too long at all. Hey Bridget, how you doing? Did you share it? Let me put your name in the draw. Did you see what we're drawing for tonight, Bridget? Oh, let's see if I can do this without it blowing away. It's a little messy, but I'll be able to read it. Okay. Share, share, share. Bridget, here's our project from last night. This is our draw tonight. I'll get it sent out to whoever wins it. If they're local, we can do a drive-by. I'll stand at the end of the driveway and just toss it in your car to go. You shared, Tammy? Alrighty. Let me get your name in the drawing. Hey Shelly, how are you doing? Everybody's hopping on tonight. Just drying up this section of our project. Shelley shared. You still working but from home now, Tammy? How are you finding that? Is that working out for you, or? I can see you guys over here. Are you getting much crafting done? Are you spending your evenings with a little downtime? Not too bad. It's coming along. These blue areas here I think still need to dry a little bit more. We're almost there. I don't want to get to the next step before this is dry, because I have to sand it later on and I don't want it to all lift up. So you're not enjoying it at all? There's something about being at work that's very social, isn't it? It's kind of nice to be there and have your work colleagues, and kind of lonely at home. Are you still kind of working at the same pace? You get your own garbage can? It's coming. It is a neat project, Shelley. This is a salt wash, and this is the product. A small pan, but you mix that equal parts with paint. You want to get to the consistency of about an icing, so when you stir it, it leaves peaks. And you mix that with your paint, you paint it out, and it gives a really neat effect after. Oh, is Trisha Morrison on here too? Well, you don't get as many distractions, so you can work faster. But I would expect a lot of companies to start slowing down a little bit. That you might not be producing as much or working on as many projects and that during this time. I'm going to set this paint. Well, maybe I can put the lid on it. I got a bit of a gob there. Oh well, I'll contaminate this brush a little. All right, so what I did was the first layer on our pine board is just white chalk paint, and I mixed it with the salt wash. I got my nice peaks, and then as it starts to dry a little bit, you brush it to get your peaks down. I've got it pretty rough there. You're way too busy, Trisha? It's pretty rough there. These blue areas still feel like they're a little bit wet, but I think I'm probably okay to go to the next step. Well, I'll try it anyway. All right, so now I'm going to use another chalk paint. I'm doing it in a different color. This is Intrigue. This is an Aspire paint, a paint line that I also carry. And I love, love, love this color. It's like the Couture teal. If anybody knows me, they know I love that color. It's one of the Chalk Couture colors. And this is almost a very similar color. All right. So this is our second coat of paint. First coat was the white with the salt wash. This is a nice oceany blue color. Other side here a little. And get our second layer on, and the magic happens when we sand it later. Losing my... Yeah, it looks kind of cool, eh? Getting all these little grooves. It gives you a really neat effect after. It's like a very heavy painted sign that sat by the ocean side, exposed to the salt air, and has become very weathered. I thought it was pretty cool. I watched another designer do this, and I was intrigued by it, so I thought I'd give it a try. So we're giving it a try. So if everyone is just hopping on, we're doing a salt wash technique tonight on a board. We're going to chalk a saying onto this after. This is our second layer of paint. First layer was white. Make sure I just clean up my edges a little bit here, and we'll dry this up. That doesn't look too bad. We're going to create a box frame type style. If you're familiar with that, I've already painted up the frame, and it's drying over there. Oh, looks like it needs a little, well, it looks pretty weathered. The effect I was going for, shabby chic. Everything works as shabby chic. All right, so let's dry this up. I'm gonna throw this in my, I should throw this in my water over here. Sorry, we're gonna make a little noise again with the hair dryer. You love the color? I love it too. Love, love, love. This doesn't take too long to dry, this chalk paint. You know what I didn't do? Although a lot of you know me, I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Wendy. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. Please follow my page, follow along, let's have some fun. And my business name is Simply Creative Chalking. Follow along and like my page, because I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. We might as well hang out during these crazy times. I have to tell you though, it's certainly a good time to work from home, that's for sure. Like to be in a business like this, direct sales, and I'm kind of glad that I'm hanging out here. Dry that a little bit. Those that don't know me, I'm a nurse by profession, and an OR nurse, and I'm kind of glad I'm not actively on the front lines right now. I retired about a year and a half ago. I still go in and do the occasional shift, but I'm primarily at home all the time. I'm glad, Bridget. That's my plan. I want to do a lot of lives, and we can hang out here every night and have some fun and chit chat. And I don't know about you, but I find Today it wasn't quite as bad, but up to this point, I've been glued to the TV and glued to the news and trying to follow everything that has been going on. Lost my sandpaper. It's been kind of hard to walk away from the TV and not, everything's changing minute to minute, hour to hour. It's crazy. I don't know where my sandpaper, oh, I know where my sandpaper went, set it out of the way. You could use a pine, Tammy. This, I think, this is just a 1/4 inch. Well, I painted the back of it. This is just a 1/4 inch board. I think I started out with a piece that was 2 by 4. I think 2 feet by 4 feet. You can buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's or any shop or hardware store. And I just cut it up into the sizes that I wanted. So this is kind of the cool part. This is where the magic happens. So now I'm sanding down the peaks of it. So where I painted the lower part with the white paint, and then and I used a salt wash with that. Now I've gone over it with the blue paint, Intrigued by Aspire. And that's what we end up with. Isn't that kind of cool? I just love it. Kind of cool. I'm going to take a little bit more of this edge off because I have the chalk on it. And the flatter the surface, the easier it is to chalk. But you know what? Even if the chalk bleeds a little bit, it's just going to play right into the effect we're looking for. All right. I like that. What do you guys think? Let's see if I can read you guys over here. Yes, yes, you do need a break. I agree 100%. So maybe a small thing, but I'm gonna set that over to the side so I don't get that dust everywhere. It's a small thing, but it's kind of a necessary thing to get that break and to hang out with people, you know, virtually. Keep our distance. And I'm lucky to have the opportunity to be able to do this with people. So I am actually going to seal this with wax. And where did I put my wax? There it is. So I'm just using, this is just a clear wax. Actually, Tammy, I'll show you this because we were talking about this the other day. Maybe I'll use this cloth. So I don't have a label on this. This is mine that I use from my Aspire paint line, but it's the same as a clear min wax or any other clear wax is perfectly fine. This one's really nice because it's really smooth and it's really nice to work with. But I'll show you there. See the color of it? Just a nice clear wax. I think the one that we were talking about the other day was a little bit darker. I think it did have a tint to it. So I'm going to wax this, and the reason I'm waxing this is because our Chalk Couture transfers, I lost my wax, our Chalk Couture transfers have an adhesive backing to them, and I don't want to pick up this paint or any dust or anything like that and stick to the back of my transfer and ruin it. Sorry, I'm making you guys jiggle up there, aren't I? So this kind of, some of my paste is falling. I hope it's not the one I want. No. There. And actually the waxing kind of gives it even more of a weathered look to it because it gives you lighter and darker tones. Where I got the wax a little bit heavier over other areas. Oh, it does go on clear? Good, good. You hate to have it transfer a color to it. All right, so there it is waxed. And so this is a salt wash technique with a white base with the salt wash and then the blue paint over top. And now we're going to add Life is Better at the Beach. Why not, eh? We've got salt wash, but the beach theme to it. Now, normally I would fuzz the transfer, but because of the surface, it's not a solid hard surface like one of our rechalkable boards. I'm actually not going to fuzz it this time. So if anybody is just tuning in and isn't familiar with Chalk Couture, we have a series of silk screen transfers. Can you see the screening there? And they're reusable transfers. They can be used 8 to 12 times by company standard, but a lot of designers with proper care get a lot more use out of it. So you take good care of them and they go a long way. So they have an adhesive backing, so they stick to the surface, and you just want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles underneath, especially next to your silk screening, because that's where your paint can bleed. Now, I say that in perfect circumstances, but because this is a bumpy surface, because I did the paint technique to it, I may have a little bit of bleeding, but I'm okay with that, because that's kind of the look we're going for. Now, I think I'm going to go with my white paste. All my paste has been falling. I hope my white wasn't one of them. We could actually go with gray, couldn't we? I think my white was one of the ones that fell, sadly enough. And it did. Okay. Maybe I'll just open up another white. White's a good one, so let me grab one here. Oh, you're catching me in my trap pants again. I work from home. I don't have to dress up. All right, so this is our Chalkology paste. It's a little bit thicker than your average paint or chalk paint, and that actually works phenomenal with our silk screening. So let me make sure that we can stir this up. Looking good. We've had a few issues with the cold weather and our paste transporting in the cold weather and sitting on a delivery truck traveling, that it's coming in frozen, and sometimes we've had a little bit of trouble with it. What size transfer is this one, Tammy? This is a B-size transfer that is 8.5 by 11. It fits a 9 by 12 board beautifully. This one I cut myself. This is actually 9.5 by 12. Actually, I think that's pretty good. I don't need to add anything to it. So you can see the paste and how thick it is, and that in conjunction with the silk screening gives you a really, really great result. I see Pam sending something to me. Oh, thanks, Pam. I hope it looks good. So I just dab my paste across. No particular rhyme or reason. And I'm going to use a squeegee, and we are going to, maybe I'll use a bigger one. This is our small squeegee as opposed to our mini squeegee. When you're working in one color, you might as well just go big or go home. And you're just pushing the chalk paste through the silk screening. And again, we might have a little bit of bleeding or inconsistency. Normally you get like a perfect crisp line. But because I have distressed my surface, I probably will have a pretty weathered look to it. I can see by the way it's kind of picking up that it's not getting into some of the hollows and that type of thing because I've got a pretty bumpy surface, but I'm good with that. That's kind of the effect I'm going with. So any more shares? Have I missed any shares? Share, share, share. Here's what's up for grabs tonight. If you share the video and get us a watch party going, then we will get your name in a draw to win that Cottontail Farms. All right. So you can generally take all your excess off. I don't think I have much here tonight. Make sure I've got no ridges or anything, and just put it back into the jar and save it for another day. You ready for the reveal? Can I have a drum roll, please? Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Is everyone going to try a salt wash technique? Get this into my water. I just have a water bath sitting off to the side here, just off camera, and my transfer just goes into that, ready to be cleaned up shortly. All right, are you guys ready? Oh, Trisha, you shared? Perfect. I will get your name into that draw as well. Oh, what do you think? It's a little bit inconsistent. Like I said, normally you would have nice crisp lines, like especially around the L and the I, especially up here on the F. But because I've got such a bumpy surface, it gave us a pretty weathered look to it. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it, I like it. Let me get this closed up. So what do you guys think? Do you want to hang out together each night and we'll make some projects? Yeah, very nice and rustic, eh, Shelly? I'll just grab my frame here. So I put this together, just see which is the front and the back. I painted it all. I put this together earlier and gave it a just a little wash paint over it. I want it to look rough, rustic. I'm just going to give it a sand up here. I like things very, very rustic. And this will look just as weathered as a sign. Oh, I'm jiggling you guys again, I'm sorry. It's not too bad. I'll try and keep my sanding off the board. Oh, I see lots of hearts there. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Tam. That's not too bad. Back is still a little bit rough, but I can sand that up after. That's not a problem. All right. Let's clean this table off. And let's see what we've got. I'm just going to give this a little dry up. This will take a second. Alrighty. And there we have it. That's the front of our frame. So I will actually put this together later off frame because I will use my pneumatic nailer and I will nail that into the back of it. But there we go. Kind of a cute thing, eh? It'd be kind of cute in a bathroom or at a cottage or anywhere. It's kind of a nice summer theme. So what do you guys think? Should I have a workshop when this is all over and done with on the salt wash technique? I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially when you have the beach themes, because it really plays into them. All right. So that is our project for tonight. I need to put Trisha in the drawing. And I just wanted to let you guys know that to help get everybody through this crazy time, if anybody is looking to do any crafting at all, you have kids, grandkids, anything that you want to be able to occupy them, I have put my VIP link up above. It's a private group, free group. It's just a private group where I'm able to bundle products and be able to offer product deals and that type of thing. So I'm in the process, as you can see, the camera is backwards to me, so it is right here. I have to flip the camera, so everything is backwards to me. So I have bundled some products already, and I will get pictures into the VIP page, and with prices and everything is there and bundled up and ready to go with a transfer, a surface. Most of them are rechalkable surfaces, so you can keep removing the design and putting another design on at your will. And it will include chalk paste singles, which are little, I don't have one in front of me, but little packets of singles, actually. You see them here. This is one of the little packets. Mums make life beautiful. Isn't that nice? So this has a little paste packet in it, a squeegee. This is a board and base. It's a rechalkable surface that you can actually chalk on both sides, and it has a nice wooden base. I'll take pictures of all these, and I will put them all onto my VIP page. And it's easy one-stop shopping if you want to do anything. And I'm thinking of hopping on tomorrow and letting, like, any of those transfers that I have in there are not your only choice. Sorry. Lots and lots of different transfers. This one here is the tomato transfer. I think you can see it right here behind me. The vegetables, no bad days. Now that's appropriate for now. We've got the artichoke. I'm very busy. Good one for a desk. Be your own hero. Wine not. Better late than ugly. I've got lots and lots. These are all A-size transfers. I've got tons here. I'm thinking of hopping on to the VIP page tomorrow, doing a live and letting people see what I do have in stock. These here are all V-size transfers, and as you can see, I have tons and tons of these as well. So I can let you know what I have, and if you're looking to pass the time away or want a project with the kiddos, whether grandkids or your own kids or neighbors' kids, whatever the case may be. I also have lots of egg cutouts. I'll go over those tomorrow as well. I was supposed to be in a great big home show last weekend, and obviously that got canceled, so I have lots, there it is, lots of bundles, lots of product, and if I can help anybody out with passing their time away, then I would be more than happy to do that. Oh, one other thing is next week on the 26th, we'll be having a special promotion going on. So if you're a customer and interested in that, just drop me a link, and as soon as I have more details on it, I will send that all to you. But definitely If you're not a designer, because designers can't get into VIP pages, if you're not a designer, if you're a customer, click on the link above for the VIP page, and when I get off here, I'll approve your request to join the VIP page, and then you will have access to some great deals, and I'll be promoting our special that we have going on next week, and it's going to be a good special. Oh, one other thing. Right now, Chalk Couture, I know, always one other thing, eh? Chalk Couture has a sale on. My catalog link is above. Buy 3 transfers, get the 4th free for the month of March. So that is going on for another week or so. What are we at now? The 19th. So you got about another 12 days, 13 days, 12 days, 13 days, if you count today. And so that's a great thing. Buy 3 transfers, and then the lesser value is free. And also Club Couture is our monthly program where you get a B-size transfer, which is this size here, 3 chalk paste singles every single month delivered to your door. And so you can keep your decor nice and fresh and chalk it up every single month. To join that program is $26.99 Canadian, $19.99 US, billed every month. You get the transfer to your door with the paste every month. And also, as a Club Couture member, you also get reduced flat rate shipping. So to our customers, we offer shipping at $13.95. I think it's $13.95 per order, and that drops down to $9.95 for a Club Couture member. So that is a really good bonus too, to be a Club Couture member. So, did I get everybody's name in here? Is there anybody that you didn't see me write down that shared? Tell me quick. Quick, 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 quick. All right, who's it going to be? We have our winner, Trisha. So Trisha, if you're still watching, send me, private message me please, your address, and well, actually I think I might have your address, but just send it to me anyway. And I will send you out our Cottontail Farms. This is what you won. So I'll get that in the mail to you so you have it available to set it out for Easter. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun. I'll come up with a fun project for tomorrow night. I think 8 o'clock is probably a better time to hop on here and get together. If that time works for you, just give me a thumbs up, and we will come back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Pam. Hope you come back. We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.